with you coming up in about 10 minutes.
So I looked at the friend request, and he was on there and stuff, and his smile and his eyes got me. I mean, that's what got me hooked.
Gone are the days when dating was all about meeting for dinner, dancing, or a movie. Now it's all about the technology and letting your picture and dating app profile do the talking. But also on those apps, people pretending to be someone they're not so they can take advantage of those who truly are looking for love. Problem solver Aaron Conrad shows us how they trick you and how to protect yourself while looking for that special someone.
That was romantic. And
Patricia Coomer wasn't looking for love when it found her 6 months ago.
I was just browsing through Facebook, and a couple of notices came up saying I had a friend request.
A friend request from a handsome stranger.
But his eyes and his smile.
A ship captain overseas looking for someone to talk to.
Everything that he was saying clicked beautifully.
Coomer is a widow who lost her husband 5 years ago.
I'm in that lonely state. I mean, 41 years of marriage is a long time, and then lose your best friend.
The online relationship blossomed, and after a while, Patricia's new love needed a little help.
And that's when he asked me for $50. You know, I can help you. You're on the seas and stuff.
It was a small request, and he assured Patricia he would pay her back. In fact, he told her he was trying to come home to meet her. And something even more exciting.
I'm asking you to marry me. And I was thrilled to death. Bars on the side here is the bars that he has on his uniform.
But soon the excitement wore off, and those small requests got bigger.
Okay, I kept asking for more, more. Come $100, $200. Then he said, well, sell your house, and I'll take care of you and send the money to me, and, you know, I'll be there within 72 hours after you do it. I said, sell my house. Why would I want to do that?
It was after that request that Patricia saw a news story on romance scams, and she realized what was happening.
And I kind of like, oh, how stupid can I be?
U.S. Attorney Trent Shores is with the Northern District of Oklahoma. It's one of the agencies taking a hard look at this type of fraud. His office, along with the FBI, arrested 7 people back in November, 5 of them right here in Oklahoma. He says the only way to crack down is for victims to come forward.
The key to anything is you have to report the crime. If you don't do that, then we can't stop these fraudsters from doing it to someone else.
The way they changed just
the Better Business Bureau also tracks these types of schemes. AMIE Mitchell is the president of the Tulsa office.
It can happen to anyone of any age. So the younger generation, the older generation, it does not matter who you are, what website you're on, scammers are going to find you.
So how can you recognize romance fraud?
Really look over that profile. Look at the picture, reverse image it through Google to make sure it's not assigned to another person or it's just a picture that's been downloaded offline.
The Better Business Bureau says to watch out for these red flags. Someone who wants the relationship to move a little bit too quickly but just can't seem to meet in person, or someone who's just a little bit too good looking. Also, watch out for someone who has a sob story, somebody down on their luck, and always be cautious of someone who asks for money.
One of the ways that they get away with it is that they embarrass their victims. And when their victims are ashamed to come forward because it's that natural feeling, I got tricked and I don't want to admit that I got tricked, then that allows them, that enables them to do this to someone else.
Now, this is the one that makes
In the end, Patricia ended up giving the handsome captain around $850.
Amazon was $100.
A small sum compared to other victims. In one of the cases here in Oklahoma, a victim from Pryor gave their online love more than $500,000.
I think it's horrible because you're pulling on that person's heart.
And while Patricia's fairy tale didn't work out,
Turned out to be more of a nightmare.
She says she hasn't given up on love or online dating.
But I'm going to be more cautious.
If you think you've been a victim of this type of fraud, we've included a link on how to report it on our website, kjrh.com, and on our free 2 Works For You app. Aaron Conrad, 2 Works For You.
All right, sing it, kids. There you go for one night only, an experience.
Cassia Hall Choir students will never forget sharing the spotlight with music legend Foreigner, the band performing tonight at River Spirit Casino. Of course, the song they joined in on, as you were listening to, I Want to Know What Love Is. One of everybody's favorites, I think.
Oh, yes.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. Perfect song, good for the kids.
Absolutely. Congratulations. What an experience. I'll
Good
never
stuff.
forget. Well, next at 10, meet the men who put their lives on the line to save others while battling racism. The legacy they left behind for future generations.
And the FDA wants you to stop taking a prescription weight loss drug because it could lead to something worse. I'm Mike Brooks.
I'm Carol Larson. You're watching 2 Works For You at 10.
They fought fires in our city and racism in the workplace. 6 African-American firefighters became known simply as the Six.
They were pioneers, and in tonight's Black History Focus, the sons of one of the 6 share the triumphs and struggles that these men overcame to serve Tulsa.
A fire in a house can destroy a family safe haven.